What's up, YouTube people? So, it might be kind of random, but I just wanted to say that I think you're right where you need to be. I think I'm getting a little tired of like the financial YouTube realm. I mean, it's good information that's being put out, but it's also like you can look up why it's important to look poor and you'll find like 10 videos of people talking about the same thing, or how to get rich. Sure, they're all super valuable, important things that you could learn. It's just like the same train of thought being regurgitated over and over and over again, and that's like kind of boring to watch after a certain while. Once you actually learn the information, you don't need to keep rewatching it or digesting it. You just need to apply it if that's something you decide that you like agree with and you actually want to do. So I guess in this video I wanted to say like, hey, it's cool if you don't have $500 to invest in a mutual fund every other week for the next 30 years so you can retire a multi-millionaire. And it's cool if you live in an apartment and you don't want to buy a house in what I would argue is a pretty bad housing market. And it's cool if you still live at home with your parents and work a part-time job, and maybe you don't even like your job. Honestly, it's still a good thing to be working. Like, you learn new skills, you meet new people, and you realize the things that you don't like, and that's pretty valuable in itself. You know, you gotta, what's the saying? Kiss a lot of toads before you run into your prince. It's kind of the same thing with work. You have to try a lot of jobs that you don't like to kind of start to learn about yourself and help you find the things that you do like, so you can hopefully narrow that down for work, because it takes up such a large part of our life. Yeah, it's okay. Like, you don't have to have all the things checked off. Life's imperfect and you're on your own journey. Everyone's on their own journey. And my story looks different than your story and my neighbor's story, etc., etc. And I think the videos that I like the least, at least in the financial sector, where it says like, hey, you should have this amount of money by this age. And it's like, these are really great goals to aspire to, but they're also like arbitrary. You know, no one's right or wrong, but it also, I think, puts people in a place where it's just like, damn, I'm not there. So now I feel bad about myself. And I don't think you should. Yeah, maybe you could have made different decisions earlier in life to set yourself up in a different way for now. But shit happens. And I'm not like excusing things. You know, I think like everyone should still have a certain level of accountability for their actions. But some things are out of your control. If an emergency came up and you had to use a credit card to pay for said emergency because you couldn't save up an emergency fund at the time, that's okay. You know, you deal with it, and then ideally, as soon as you can, maybe you can create an emergency fund, and that can help you in a pickle the next time, and you don't have to rely on a credit card. But like I said, everyone's journey is different. Everyone's finances are different. Don't beat yourself up if like you're not reaching some goal that some YouTuber made. Just focus on you, your journey, and compare yourself to who you were yesterday and see if you can improve based off of where you were yesterday. And some of these things, you know, like take time. So maybe it's like, oh, how was I doing a month ago? How am I doing now? Oh, cool. I have $300 of less debt. I was able to chip away $300. Sick. Positive progress. Maybe it's not 1,000, maybe it's not 2,000 like some people would want, but it's still positive progress. I don't know, I just think like that counts and we should acknowledge it depending on like everyone's circumstances. Like if it means like you're eating ramen more often to make that happen, that's cool. Hopefully you don't have to do that forever. I don't recommend anyone do that forever. Really high sodium. It's just not very healthy, but also you gotta do what you gotta do to survive and like try to put yourself in a better position. Yeah, I think that's it. I think that's all I wanted to say. Just like, don't worry about these videos, you know? Once you learn this stuff, move on. Go watch funny videos or creative videos, or, you know, just different things that pique your interest. You don't need to keep seeing the same stuff over and over again. Make a plan, commit to it, see what happens, see where you end up. Yeah, I don't know, just enjoy the platform. YouTube's super cool, but that's kind of what I noticed in my feed, was just I'm getting the same stuff, and then I caught myself like, oh, I'm only thinking about my finances, and I don't want to only do that. You know, life is more than just money. Life is about relationships, family, eating, doing things you enjoy, whatever it is you want it to be. Yeah, I guess that's my rant for this week. Anyways, thanks so much for hanging out. Thanks for listening. I hope you have a great rest of your day.